Dear students, in our today's topic, we are going to discuss rule of profit in business. You know, every businessman wants to earn profit. Profit is the main objective of businessman, but it is not the only objective of businessman. It is the important objective and it helps the businessman in following ways. Why profit is important? It is because of the following reasons. First reason is survival. A business and businessman cannot survive in the market for a long time if it is not able to earn adequate profit. Profit is a source of income for the businessman, which becomes the mean of his livelihood. Because of profit, only the businessman will be able to earn his bread and butter for the family. Only then he will be able to satisfy the needs of himself as well as his family members. If he will not be able to earn profit, how he will fulfill the needs of his family members? So, profits are important for the survival of business. Then is expansion and growth. If business wants to expand, it needs to earn sufficient amounts of profit. If profit will be large, you can use part of the profit, you can reinvest that particular some part of the profit in expansion and growth of the business, in diversifying your production line also. So it is good to retain some part of the profit as retained earnings. You can use them in the times of emergencies, and it is a internal source of finance. Internal source of finance means it is available with you every time. You need not to return it back. For example, we are going to borrow money from the bank. We need to pay security for that. Then we need to pay interest on that also. And ultimately, we need to return it also. But if we are using parts of our profit, we are using our retained earnings, that means we need not to pay any interest on that. We need not to pay any give any collateral security for that, and we need not to pay main principal amount for that also. So profits can be used for the expansion and growth of the business. Then is symbol of efficiency or an index of performance. You know, profit indicates whether a businessman is working efficiently or not. If person has higher profit, businessman has higher profits, that means he is having efficiency, he is working with efficiently. And if the person businessman is earning lower profit, that means he is doing work inefficiently, that means he need to work more inefficiently. Then the success of business can be judged by the ability of the person to earn profit. More the ability of the person to earn profit, more the efficiency he is having. Less the person having ability to earn profit, less is his efficiency. Then is reward for bearing the risk. Profit is considered as a prize or reward paid to a businessman for bearing the risk. If he will bear the risk, only then he can earn the profits. If he will not bear the risk, he will not be able to earn any of the profit. Businessman invest money in business only with the hope that he will earn profit in future, and this only desire of earning profit motivates him or her to bear the uncertainties and unexpected risk. I have told you earlier also, business is full of uncertainties, and this desire of earning profit makes the businessman, motivates the businessman to bear these uncertainties. Then is helps to gain reputation or goodwill. A profit earning company always has a better reputation in the market as compared to companies which are running in losses. If the company is earning more profit, that means the company is developing more goodwill outside in the market. And goodwill means good goodwill, better, best goodwill means the company's share prices will increase. If the share prices will increase, definitely profits तो already increase हो रहे हैं, goodwill is will be increasing more, and the company will be earning more profits. Then the outsiders, banks, financial bodies will provide them the loans and credits easily. Secondly, the company will be able to give proper salaries or wages to the workers, and the workers will be more satisfied with the company. So these were the points of role of profits in business, and these includes survival, expansion and growth, symbol of efficiency or an index of performance, reward for bearing the risk, helps to gain reputation or goodwill. Now we are going to do classification of business activities. Business activities are divided on the basis of function in two parts. First is industry and the other one is commerce. In today's lecture, we will be covering topic industry. Industry is of further divided into three types: primary industry, secondary industry, and tertiary industry. Primary industry includes extractive or genetic industry. Secondary industry is divided into manufacturing and construction industry, and tertiary means service sector. It includes transport, banking, communication, insurance, and advertising. So now we are going to start with industry. What is an industry? Industry refers to an activity which converts raw material into useful products. In industry, we work, we follow the process, and we convert the raw material into useful or finished products. Now, being the students of commerce, in the beginning only, you must be knowing, you must be aware of the meaning of the word raw material and finished goods. Raw materials are the materials which are used for the production of some other products, and finished products are the final goods which are directly now able to be consumed by the consumer. So in industry, we work on raw material, we do processing on raw material and convert them into finished goods. Industry includes activities related to production and processing. We do production, we do processing on the products, as well as we do rearing and breeding of animals and birds or living species. Fine. So the purpose of industry is to create farm utility. Farm utility means making the product, preparing the product, producing the product in that particular form in which the consumer wants. That means converting the raw material into finished products in the form the customer requires them. Example, textile industry, cement industry, all these are the examples of industries. Then bache, industries are further divided into three categories. These are primary, secondary, tertiary. Primary industries are the industries which are related with extraction of natural resources from water bodies under the earth and reproduction of living species. So those industries which are related with either extraction of the natural resources or rearing and breeding of living species is known as primary industries. Primary industries are further divided into two parts. First is extractive industries and the other one is genetic industries. Extractive industries are the industries which are involved in the extraction of something from natural resources like minerals from the earth, fish from the rivers and seas, timber from forest. All these are the examples of extractive industries बच्चे, जहाँ पे हमें natural resources से कुछ ना कुछ extract करना है. Then genetic industries, it involves the activities of rearing and breeding of living organisms like birds, plants, animals, so that we can get some business activities from them. For example, rearing of cattle for milk, dairy farms, poultry farms, rearing of plants in nursery. All these are the examples of the primary industry. You can see this figure, genetic industry, in which this is the example of poultry farming only, and this is someone extractive industry. We are getting out the minerals from under the earth. So these are the examples of industry, primary industry. The second is secondary industry. Secondary industries makes use of products which are extracted and produced by primary industry as their raw material and produce finished products. Secondary industries बच्चे primary industries के finished products को as a raw material use करती हैं. They make use of finished product of प्राइमरी इंडस्ट्रीज एज रॉ मटेरियल. मतलब जो प्राइमरी इंडस्ट्रीज बना रही हैं उनके मटेरियल को किसी और मटेरियल को बनाने के लिए यूटिलाइज करते हैं. लाइक प्राइमरी इंडस्ट्रीज आर गिविंग वुड, वी आर यूजिंग वुड फॉर मेकिंग furniture. Primary industries like agriculture industry, they are giving us cotton. We are using that cotton to manufacture cloth. So this is secondary industry. Examples are producing cotton is a primary industry. अगर आप cotton produce करते हो, that is an example of primary industry. And then manufacturing cloth from cotton is a secondary industry. Similarly, using taking out timber from the forest, wood from the forest, it is a primary industry. And making furniture from that wood, that is a secondary industry. Then comes manufacturing industries. Secondary industries are further divided into two parts, manufacturing industries and then construction industries. So we are going to discuss manufacturing industries first. Manufacturing industries are the industries which are involved in the process of conversion of raw material or semi-finished goods into finished goods. That means either raw material को और हम semi finished goods that may be either used directly or that are to be used in the production of some other goods. We are using these products for further production. For example, we are converting timber into furniture. We are converting iron into steel, sugarcane into sugar, cotton into cloth. So these all are the examples of manufacturing industries. Then bache, manufacturing industries produces two types of goods. One, consumer goods, the other one, industrial goods. Consumer goods are those goods which can be directly consumed by the consumer. That means जिसको directly production के बाद consumer ने use करना है. For example, soap, oil, bread, cloth, etc. That goods which are once produced, they are directly consumed by the consumer. And then the industrial goods which are produced for the manufacturing consumer goods are known as industrial goods. जिनको आप बनाते हो, प्रोडक्ट्स को प्रोड्यूस करते हो, बट आप उसको आगे फर्दर किसी और प्रोडक्ट की प्रोडक्शन के लिए यूज़ करते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मशीनरी. We are manufacturing machineries, but we use machineries for manufacturing some other products. Such products are called industrial goods, machinery, tools, equipments, etc. So manufacturing industries produce two types of goods, consumer goods and industrial goods. Then comes manufacturing industries types. It is of four types: analytical industries, synthetic industries, processing industries and assembly industries. So first of all, we are going to do analytical industries. Analytical industries are those industries, the basic raw material is one. They use one raw material, they break into parts and they make many products, many finished products from them. For example, crude oil, the oil we get out from the water bodies. So from that oil, we can manufacture kerosene oil, we can manufacture petrol, we can manufacture diesel. So that means with one raw material, we are manufacturing different finished products. So such industries are called analytical industries. Then comes synthetic industries. These industries use two or more minerals together, two or more materials together, and they form one product. By combining two or more than two products together, they make one product. For example, while making soap, while making cosmetics, we use many chemicals. We do not use only one single material. We use many chemicals. So by using various types of chemicals and mixing them, we make one product like soaps, we make cosmetics, paints, etc. These industries which are dealing in such production are called synthetic industries. Then is processing industries, in which we follow a proper step-by-step stages of production for doing production, and we get the finished products by following a complete process. Such industries are called processing industries. जैसे बच्चे processing of cloth from cotton, cotton से cloth बनाना, iron से steel बनाना, sugar industry में sugar cane से sugar बनाना. There are various steps, that process we need to follow for manufacturing these finished goods. So such industries are called processing industries. Then comes the assembly industries. Assembly industries are those industries, the various finished products are combined टू मैन्युफैक्चर वन फिनिश प्रोडक्ट, जिसमें हम बच्चे बहुत सारे फिनिश प्रोडक्ट्स का मतलब है विच कैन बी ईदर यूज डायरेक्टली ऑल्सो. असेंबल करने का मतलब ही यही होता है बच्चे, पार्ट्स में प्रोडक्ट को बनाना. आई गिव यू अ सिंपल एग्जांपल. फॉर एग्जांपल लैपटॉप कंपनीज हैं, मोबाइल कंपनीज हैं. सम मोबाइल कंपनीज असेंबल देयर प्रोडक्ट मतलब वो बैटरी कहीं और से बनवाते हैं, हेडफोन्स कहीं और से बनवाते हैं, स्क्रीन कहीं और से बनवाते हैं. दे जस्ट असेंबल द प्रोडक्ट, बट जहाँ से वो अपनी बैटरी या अपने हेडफोन्स या स्क्रीन्स बनवाते हैं, दे गिव देयर स्पेशल परमिशन फॉर डूइंग दिस वर्क, दैट वी वांट यू टू मैन्युफैक्चर फॉर अस ओनली. देन पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन के साथ वो बनवाते हैं, देन दे असेंबल देयर प्रोडक्ट. नंबर ऑफ फिनिश प्रोडक्ट्स के साथ दे आर मेकिंग देयर फाइनल प्रोडक्ट. सच इंडस्ट्रीज आर कॉल्ड assembly industries. So manufacturing industries are divided into four parts: analytical industry, synthetic industry, processing industry and assembly industry. Then comes bache second category, construction industries. It's very clear, construction industries are concerned with the constructions of buildings, dams, roads, etc. These industries use finished raw material of manufacturing industries. Whatever manufacturing industries are producing, these industries use that as raw material, like cement, iron. They are using for construction. These are used for construction. Bricks, manufacturing industries बनाते हैं, but we are using that as raw material now. The main unique feature of these industries is that their products cannot be shifted to the market. You cannot take a building to outside in the market. If someone wants to purchase that building, he needs to come over there at the site only. They remain at fixed site. We cannot shift the place, fix the, shift the building, shift it, the product to the market. Construction industry का product we cannot shift to the market. This is the unique feature of construction industry. Last is बच्चे tertiary industry. Tertiary means service sector. So these are concerned with providing services which is facilitate smooth flow of goods and services. These industries basically provide services to primary industries as well as secondary industries, and because of the services only we also call these industries as service industries. And बच्चे the main point is the we have divided the tertiary sector into various services. That means the services included in tertiary sector are transport, banking, insurance, warehousing, advertising. First is transport. Transport helps in the movement of goods from one place to another. Then is banking. Banking provides credit facilities, finance, trade to the business and trading firms. Insurance. Third is insurance. It provides coverage from various types of risk. Then is warehousing. It provides storage place for keeping the goods produced by primary and secondary industries. And last is advertisement. It provides information to the consumer. So all these things, services are covered under tertiary industry. Then bache, there is one flow chart that you need to revise properly. Industries are divided into three parts: primary industry, secondary industry, tertiary industry. Primary industry are two types, genetic and extracting. And then secondary industries of two types, manufacturing and constructive, and there are services under tertiary industries. Further examples of genetic industries include breeding of cattle and birds, pisciculture, dairy farming, nursery. Extracting industries mean mining, fishing, timber cutting. Then manufacturing industries are of four types: analytical, synthetic, assembly and processing. And construction industries are of three types: road construction, dam construction, bridge construction. It can be any kind of construction. Then tertiary industries include various services like transport, banking, communication, insurance and advertising. That's it for today, bache. Just listen the lecture carefully, read the passages from paragraphs from the book, and we'll continue the topic commerce in our next video. Till then, take care.